What is going on, guys? My name is Tyler and welcome back to the layout. So today we have a layout update for you. It's been a little while since the last update, and it's been about a month since the layout tour, and we've gotten a lot of new stuff since then and a lot more done. So I'm really excited to show that to you, so we're just going to jump right into it here. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and great New Year, even though that's well past due. I haven't really been keeping up with my videos lately, so I apologize about that, but I've been real busy with school and started a new job and stuff, and been working on the layout here, and I got a really cool video of the Buffalo Southern Railway coming out hopefully soon. I just got to get some approvals done. So anyways, we're going to jump right into this. As you can see right here, we have NS 105 parked right here. It's supposed to have an operating session today, except it's been pretty quiet. There's a train show going on and I'm going somewhere. So today's operating session didn't exactly work out well. And I'll talk about the club in a few minutes here. But as you can see, we have 105 here with the CSX Tier 4. And then we have the NS SD60E right there. And something that's really big for the layout that I'm going to show you guys first is definitely these. We got the wireless control system. I got it for my birthday, which was last week. I'm now 17. But anyways, back to the layout. We got these, and I can tell you they're way better than the corded one. We have 2 mainline controllers and 1 yard controller, so 3 controllers total. And as you can imagine, those are way better. And we also got holsters along the layout to put the controller in when you're not using it, or if you just need to take a break. So we'll get into stuff on the layout in just a moment, but I'll show you where the other holsters are. We have one here located at the station. And then as you can see, as we walk through the layout, you can tell there is some new stuff, clearly. Have one down here that we have the other controller in. And then we also have one there, and then we have another one that we got today, 2 more that are being installed along the layout. And then, of course, we still have the old controller over there, and that's going, I'll explain that in a few minutes of what that's going to be exactly. So to explain the new things on the layout here, nothing's really changed here in Arley from the backdrop here down to there. Nothing's really changed other than a new caboose right here because I put the other caboose in service. Some new trees. There's a lot of new trees in Arley, and there's a lot of new trees along the layout, and I'll show you those as we go. As well as a lot of new freight cars that I got for Christmas and bought some, such as that lumber car, but I'll show you those in a different video. So moving on this way, there is a bunch of new stuff in the town here, as well as some custom signs that I got for Christmas. You can see that says Route 5 there, and then Route 20 is over in the forest over there. I'll show you that in a few minutes. Then we have a lot of these trees along the layout as well. Fire station, that's been there. Crossing, so you know how we had all those switches for the crossings over there. I explained to somebody in a past video how they were going to be moved to the outside here when we get the wireless system. So now all you have to do to turn on the crossing is flip that switch, and it takes about 5 seconds to turn on, and then there it goes. This crossing is Walther Scenic, and then you just turn it off. Just turn the switch to off and turn it off. And so usually when the train is getting to like the bridge area, flip that switch on when you're operating, and there you go. So not as many buildings in the town now. We took out some buildings because I wanted another industry, and I actually added a concrete plant, which I will probably make a separate video all about this concrete plant, because this has definitely got to be one of my favorite industries. Probably my favorite one, right next to the lumber facility, which has some new stuff added as well. But we named it Conco, and for Concrete Co. And it can take about 3-4 max freight cars. And what's cool about this is the track is real beat up as it goes further down, and it goes right next to the road. So that requires some interesting operations for the local. When the local goes through, you have to have some old buffer cars. We usually use gondolas or old hopper cars as buffer cars, because the locomotive cannot go on the track because of the condition it's in. We also have an old private road, little driveway right here, service road for the concrete plant, which I'm going to get better signs. Those are just temporary right there. And then as you can see, we also have those. And then finally had a good use for this building, which I was happy to see, because that's a really cool building. Moving this way, as you can see, there's a new little building there and some trees around it, as well as a lot of other trees. Also, there are now These telephone poles stretch around the whole entire layout on track 1. They parallel track 1 around the whole entire layout. Nothing new here at the station except for the Route 5 sign, which I mentioned earlier back there. And then we also have these new stop signs that are along the layout as well. We renamed some roads. This is now Pleasant Avenue, and this town actually, Pikesville didn't stick, and you know, it didn't sound that good. So we renamed this town to Grafton, which I like a lot more. So we now have Grafton, Lake Evans, and we now have Grafton, Lake Evans, and Arley as the 3 control points and sections of the layout. Continuing this way, I'll show you guys the new siding down here in just a moment. Nothing's really changed in the yard. However, right here is a future project that we're getting. This is not permanent. We are getting a Conrail signal bridge, hopefully, or New York Central signal bridge, however you want to say it, to put right there to have some memories here on the layout. And then this is new right here. This siding here is all new. All new, not the locomotives, but the siding is Code 83 Flex Track, and it's a beat-up, weathered siding, as you can see, and it's housing a lot of my old DC engines that some of them work, some of them don't. And then we also have a driveway that's going across it there into the yard that, like back there, I'm going to get some better signs for. Continuing this way, nothing, like I said, nothing's really new in the yard. However, as we get into over here in Lake Evans, as you can see, there's a new building right here. I got this one for Christmas from my dad. Got a custom made. Halloween Lovers Spirit Halloween is on the right there. Dairy Queen is in the middle, and then Party City, which is where my first job was. I was a seasonal Halloween temp there, is right there on the end there. Locomotive shop hasn't really changed, except that's a new caboose I also got with my freight cars, and then as well, that's a new locomotive I got for Christmas. Scale Trains, DCC sounded Conrail SD45. I'm sure you saw the video of it switching out the industry. I'll explain that in a minute of what that is right there. That's basically a rail cam for the yard, for the dispatcher. I'll explain that in a moment. We got another stop sign right there, and then as well as I mentioned, the controllers. And then as you can see over here, there's some new buildings, and then the plaza obviously looks just awesome there. And then we got West Route 20. I can't remember if that video, or I'm sorry, I can't remember if this building was in the last video, but that's new right there. It's like a grain terminal. Then we got the ponds here. Sorry if I'm going a little fast. I got to go somewhere after this. So if you guys want to pause anything or ask any questions in the comment, feel free to do that. And then same thing with this crossing. We have the switch here, just like over there. Flip that switch and it turns on within 5 seconds. Moving this way, there's the butt of 105. Can't remember if this building was there last time either, but that's a water mill. And we also have a lot of new people along the layout. I don't know if you've noticed them, but there's like, I think 40 new people along the layout. As well as a lot of new signs as well. The next project is to get this all covered in ballast here, this road. This is not permanent. This is just construction paper. It serves as a template to put down before the ballast, so we know where to put the ballast and all that. So the lumber facility here has some new things. So what they do at this facility is they unload the box cars, lumber out of the box cars, and eventually I'll get more lumber cars too to go here. So it's a mixed material of paper and lumber, and they scrap it into wood chips or recyclables and put it in the hopper cars there. As you can see, I got custom wood chips made, as well as some custom lumber made, which that actually looks really cool inside the gondola cars and on flat cars on the rails. So that's also a neat touch to freight trains. This is the new yard office right here. Finally got that. This is where crews would stop, pick up paperwork and documents for switching before switching around the yard. And that's got a gravel parking lot there. And then continuing this way, don't think there's a whole lot new over here, as I said, but those are new. The no trespassing signs, Norfolk Southern no trespassing signs, those came with the other signs. And then a couple more things would definitely be this, which I'm sure many of you saw this at the beginning of the video. I got this for Christmas. It's off of that locomotive right there, UP 4498. And then I also got a Conrail number board that I bought off of a friend of mine. That's in my room on display. I'll post a picture of it on social media soon. Also, with the number board, forgot to mention it a moment ago, I also got this whistle post sign. There's actually 2 of these as well. One is also in my room. As you can tell, I redid my room recently, so had to get some new stuff in there too. So one is in my room, and then one is down here, and it looks really cool as you look down the pathway here that you walk around the layout. Looks really cool there. Another thing about the pathway is soon the next step for the layout is to get all the backdrops up. So for those of you that haven't seen the last few videos, the backdrops are going to connect from here and go around that inside of the layout there. And then the dispatcher will not be able to see the trains like in real life. And that will be a little more realistic for the layout. So as I said here, I show you the dispatchers area. So the dispatcher now has this chair is all the dispatchers. They have their own chair. And then as well as this controller is now for the dispatcher. This controller can align switches, and we're going to wire the rest of the switches in. And then the dispatcher, also if it's busy, the dispatcher could also be a yard worker, or have somebody work the yard for him or her and have the yard switched out. So this is basically a yard and dispatch controller, and that's the same as before, just without the crossings. And then the checklist guide, and then over here is the table where we keep the operator's manuals for the controller and all that. And then the computer, we have an Excel system that the dispatcher can keep track of all the trains on the layout. So one additional thing before we end the video for today is this. This is for the dispatcher or yard master, whoever's operating. This will be at their station, and this is a yard cam that they can see the entire yard, and they can also see the mainline traffic as well on track 1 and 2. This is used by the GoPro that I showed you guys a few minutes ago. That's basically just propped up right in front of the yard, and it's a cool view. If they anytime want to start recording, they can just tap that red button right there. They can do time lapse, and maybe we'll make a cool video of a time lapse of switching out the yard or during an operating session, how many trains go through here. So definitely a cool touch to the yard, and I'm excited to use it. So everyone, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for tuning in with me. Look out for the next layout update and next video. And thanks for watching. Hope everybody has a great weekend. And thanks for watching. Have a good day.